Notoriety Sports Network. Breaking news, live shows, unprecedented content. Notoriety Sports Network. Built different.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back.
What's up? What's up? What the fuck's up, Houston?
Woo! All right. Well, boys, we have an interesting one today. As you know, Houston's always in the news for something. But we'll start off with our Houston Rockets, the team that was the last of the NBA. We didn't have the best picks when it came to the coin flip. We ended up with 23rd pick Portland trade that we got for Robert Covington, and now we have the 24th pick, of course, in the PJ Tucker trade to the Bucks. So honestly, it's not terrible. We really, us Houston Rockets fans, know what we really have our eye on. That first round pick, that first pick of the first round,
Number one.
So that being said, it's one of those things where Cade Cunningham, superstar. Do y'all think that?
Of course.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now,
you'd have to get rid of some people though to make time for him. John Wall.
They don't want to leave though.
Well, no, because he don't want the buyout because then he's gonna lose out on money.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
he's trying to make the Houston scene support it more, because he was like, I love Houston. I don't want to leave that place.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's just the money. Also, by the way, I'm drinking coffee out of a shaker cup right now. Any of y'all got a problem with that? Let me know. I want to fight.
Yeah. Is my mic working now? I don't know what's going on with my stuff.
It's real low right now. I can hear you.
All right. I'm going to turn this thing all the way up. I don't know. We're going to go buy a new mic. But.
Whoa. Loud.
It's loud. See? What about now?
All right.
Is it working better?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. We're gonna roll with this. What happens when we go live, people?
Shit happened.
Be like that.
Anyway,
now,
obviously we want Cunningham.
Must have.
I suppose it'd be good for him to learn from Wall, but there's too many guards on that team. Eric Gordon got to go, in my opinion, no matter who we get.
I believe that you have to trade him. That contract is too much to just keep on. And then you have so much young talent behind him.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, I'm just agree with y'all.
All right. So then
it depends. Would you rather keep Cade Cunningham and trade Porter?
Ooh.
I mean, no disrespect to Porter. I don't think he'll be Cunningham good.
It's tough because after Cade Cunningham did that interview of him saying that he wants to be that guy, that superstar, he has that play. He has the it factor. I think him with Steven Stiles is amazing pairing. So I mean, if he comes out to be the next Devin Booker, Steph Curry,
he can't. He's got a handle. He has it. He's made to play basketball, and Porter is too. But he don't have like a defined skill set, in my opinion. It's like, what do you do if you need a bucket? What are you gonna go do?
He's our mini James Harden, bro.
That's the problem. Is people. That's an expectation he'll never live up to, opposed to just letting him develop to what he is.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I don't like to compare him to James.
Have a James Harden handle. Yeah. Like the only thing they have in common is they're left-handed. That's it.
I mean, he's doing that little Euro step though. That kind of.
Yeah, but so is half the league.
Okay. Yeah. Well, true. Yeah. I mean, but not half the league can do it.
I'm not saying I want him to go and he's not going to be good. I'm saying he's not going to be Harden. That's
yeah. We have to be realistic as fans. You have to be realistic.
Be like a Jimmy Butler.
I mean, shoot, I'll take a Jimmy Butler on this team if he's happy to be that second behind like Cade Cunningham.
And he would be number one because Cunningham is like a throwback player and a ball hog to where he can just play off of everybody. And then when you need a bucket, give him the ball, but you still run offense through Porter.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree.
All right. So we'll move on to these Houston Astros guys.
If I'm correct, they're 26-22 right now, and they're in the middle of playing the Dodgers.
It's 0-1. Astros up. Thankfully,
Astros are winning.
They're winning.
Say this.
Okay.
It was a bunch of them Dodgers fans came to the stadium yesterday, and they weren't real cool about nothing.
Bro,
so we do better.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was in downtown when they won the World Series against the Dodgers. Like, them Dodgers fans are heated always.
Bro, they did a parade downtown
yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A lot of them.
Like,
yikes.
I am not, man, I don't care. Dodgers fans, you hear me right now. Get over it.
Yeah.
Get over it. Bro, y'all are.
Astros should have did is while they were talking shit, I would have marched our World Series trophy out there and beat on that with something. Like, we can hear this too. Shut up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. I saw on Facebook, it was Dodger fans. They bought Astro jerseys, and then they put it altered with 2017 on the number, and it said cheaters. I'm like, you went out your way to buy the other team's jersey and custom make it just to prove what?
Well, it was like, did y'all see the picture of Justin Turner, the third baseman, taking a picture in Minute Maid next to a trash can?
No.
And like yeah, he thought it was funny, but right next to the trash can, Mookie Betts was there. And it's like, bro, remember, you cheated on the Red Sox. So Mookie Betts really didn't want no part of that picture, so he was pretending like he was on the phone and shit. And I was like, so y'all got a cheater too.
What I want to know though, and I mean, it's gonna make sense, but to me it doesn't. Even though I guess because I'm biased because I'm an Astros fan. Colorado Rockies, they got caught cheating. MLB silent, and I get it. You know, you cheated.
They got caught cheating when?
Recently, it was
See, exactly. I don't know anything.
Yeah,
about it.
Because we have a World Series to show for it.
Yeah,
I get it. I mean, you cheated and you lost. Still, that's got to suck in its own right. But I mean,
but our stupid ass mayor finally said something that I been saying for the whole time we've been accused. He was like, "Yo, how are y'all gonna sit there and talk about us cheating when y'all made all that money off of us winning because we just had a hurricane before that?"
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's why I said they're like, "Oh, there's an asterisk." Nah, I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna take
that damn asterisk money then.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's just salty. It is what it is.
If you ain't trying,
if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That's the slogan of the podcast.
That's it. I got it. On the NSN Tampa Bay, I got asked, how we feel about the Astros, and honestly, I was for real. I was like, the city loves them, man. That's our team. Yeah. It's H-Town till we drown. H-Town, everything. Like, they ain't no turning our backs on this team. Like,
H-Town for real.
You have to think about it. Why should I be ashamed that we cheated? Because you didn't catch us.
Yeah,
we had an in-house snitch.
Oh, don't even get us started on Mike Fiers.
Mike Fiers is like Fredo from The Godfather.
God damn
it. This guy has not played one game against us at all. It's like, bruh, you've been on the IR every single time whenever it's a time to play us magically. Oh, sore ankle, sore shoulder, sore whatever. I'm like, come on, bruh. Oh, that boy Dylan.
They always tripping.
Ooh, gang shit.
You know why I don't even understand why he was snitching on that shit?
Because somebody already talking the shit about Deshaun before we even get to the Texans.
Right before Mike Fiers snitched on the Astros, he threw a no-hitter. It's like, bro, you're good. You got to breathe. Just shut the fuck up.
this dude, like, he is so hated in this city. Like, he cannot walk around the city. He cannot do anything. This guy is, I think, like, that is our, like, Tekashi 6ix9ine for the city. Like, no, he is, bro, the biggest. It's like that boy straight snitched on everybody. And like they said, though, they said it perfectly. They're like, you snitched after. It's not, you want me to applaud you for snitching.
You didn't even do it. You were a pitcher. You didn't hit nothing.
It's like he accepted that ring, though.
Yeah,
he accepted that ring. He's like,
what about people like Charlie Morton? Like you were on that cheating ass team too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You did nothing, but you go to another team like Tampa Bay last year, and it's like you're the star of the playoffs, and people forgot you cheated with us. What's up with that?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Hold on, let's see some comments. Mia put, yeah, all that shit from the other teams, yet people can't go in the Minute Maid Park with custom signs that will offend the other team. Do y'all feel the MLB's biased towards us a bit?
Of course, the fucking MLB's biased.
I do feel that this year the MLB's, you know what? I get it though, because I feel you have to let the fans express themselves on the other side to get it. Okay, let it. Because, I mean, if we're being honest here, the Dodger fans are probably going to keep this up until like 2030. Every single time they're going to bring it up.
Dodgers fans are going to keep this up for the rest of the fucking time the MLB's a thing.
Nah, somebody on their team will say something and be like, oh, y'all bitch about what Houston did. Y'all pieces of shit too.
No, that ain't never going to happen.
You
know why? You know why? Because we hate on the Cowboys always, and I'm going to do that to the day I die.
Preach.
Nah, it's different though, because they don't dislike us. They just hate us because we cheated.
Yeah.
It's different.
I mean,
they disliked us till they found out about the cheating.
Yeah, but forget about
it. What do y'all feel about Joe Kelly saying that, you know, Houston fans just talk on their keyboards that they ain't gonna do nothing?
I bet
he never been to Houston.
He won't stand in front of me.
He never been to Houston. That's all it is. He never met a Houston fan in person.
I always felt like, what was that Slim Thug song? Ain't too many punks down here in Houston, Texas. That's all I thought about whenever it came down to it. I was like, man, this dude just don't know.
I think they should just let everybody cheat. Just give everybody one round of steroids.
I'm with Steve right there. Steve said, fuck them. They all cheat.
Let's just let everybody cheat.
Oh, he even said something about what'd he say? Mike fires is first on witness protection program. He ain't lying on that one, baby. That's the truth right there. Mia coming out with the F the Cowboys. I think mostly Houston fans understand that it's a Houston thing in the city. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she said what Caleb said.
Somebody who watched our podcast at the gym that me and Caleb go to said that we're gonna get beat up if we keep shitting on the Cowboys like that.
That dude don't know nothing anyways though.
Yeah, beat me up. Come on.
Y'all gonna get beat up. Y'all keep talking about the Cowboys like that. I was like, I'll talk about the Cowboys to a Cowboys fan face right now.
Yeah,
it's
not even like to fight. It's just like I'm
gonna just say it just to say it.
Steve got a crack out of that one.
You can shit on the Texans if you choose to. There's just not a whole lot of ammo for you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of ammo if you know what you're talking about.
That's the thing though. If they know what they're talking about, though, bro, it's like. To me, it's just when it comes to them, and I don't even want to spend so much time on the Cowboys because I don't like talking about them. But when it comes to me, no matter what, they could lose their quarterback and running back, and they're gonna go pick up like the sorriest quarterback ever. Then be like, man, we're going Super Bowl this year.
Oh, Andy Dalton.
Yeah,
but I'm okay with that because everybody should think that about their team. The issue is y'all had success in the '90s, and half of you Cowboys fans have no clue why, and you still hung up on it. They've been 30 more champions since the last time you got one.
To me, I feel I'm a realist, and I'm one of those.
Think about it. Like, if you were to just take that logo off that team and just show me that roster, I'd be like, damn, that's a good team.
So
yeah, but then you put the logo on it, and I don't want to look at the team.
Yeah, then you know.
Listen, all I know is I miss the Roughnecks. Okay.
Look, all I'm saying is I believe in curses in sports, and I feel that something's going on in Dallas. Keep it up. Keep it all up. I don't know. I'm hoping there's something there. I cannot stand if the Cowboys win a championship, a Super Bowl. I don't want that. You know how annoying those fans are gonna be here,
bro. It's like the thing I saw the other day that said if Trevor Lawrence throws a touchdown to Tim Tebow, don't watch ESPN for the week.
He's gonna.
If the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, I'm just gonna have to kill myself.
I'm gonna call it right now. Trevor Lawrence first touchdown to Tim Tebow. It'll be on the goal line. Some bullshit little shovel pass. He's gonna catch it. Touchdown. Watch.
Hey,
You're not wrong. I'm sure that's what's gonna happen.
Tim Tebow is NFL's boy right now in jersey sales.
Now he's always been.
Well, I'm just saying those jersey sales are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, why y'all hating on Tebow?
I'm not hating on him.
I mean, I'm not hating on him. I'm just not a fan of it. I mean, I don't know.
Think about it like this. That makes them a circus.
So, yeah. Okay, so
when they're thinking about them being a circus, guess who they're not talking about?
Us.
Bingo.
Exactly. So, getting to that, before we venture off into that uncharted territory of Houston Texans, because we can talk about them all day. They've been in the news every day.
Yeah.
I want to think, Zach, especially, what do you think of the Lance McCullers injury on the Astros?
Oh, he'll be back. It's just overuse. He threw 105 pitches in 5 innings. And he's like, oh, my damn arm hurts. No kidding. Go sit down.
I mean, that's how I feel. I feel, especially with you getting Framber Valdez and Jake Odorizzi back. I hope they get the win today. They're tied now. I mean,
they're tied
1-1. I told you, bro. I don't know what's going on. I hope it's a slump, but they got swept by the Rangers. I don't know how I said that out of my mouth. That one hurt. They're losing to the Dodgers, and if they go up against Tatis and them boys, it's gonna be hard.
I think you need to shake the lineup up.
Yeah, Dusty.
Well, no, like okay, right? Alvarez, you're our golden boy, right? Like you're the future, but this shit ain't working out. So I need to see if you could play some outfield. Throw him in right field on that short wall and see what happens.
Hold on. Here's your reminder. Stay hydrated, bitch.
You know what I mean? Because we could use another bat in the lineup because you're not getting anything from Straw.
Yeah.
Oh, Straw is that guy that
throw Tucker in center, maybe. I mean, I don't know that that's the best idea, but if you can put Tucker in center, Alvarez in right, Brantley in left, find another designated hitter. Let's see what happens.
Yordan not playing tonight.
Nah, he's they took him out of DH.
Oh boy.
I mean, they got to make some changes. It seems like every year there's that player on every team where the fan base is just like, yeah, you're the problem, bro. Like,
well, he got hurt a bunch last year.
Yeah. I mean, I think Straw is the guy right now that the fan base is kind of like, yeah, we've seen enough. Like,
Springer left, so it's like, who's
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like, oh, you're his replacement. No, I'm good. I don't want you, bro. Is he?
Well, that makes me think we should have kept JJ Redick.
Let's see. Steve put, we need bullpen help and quick. I mean, I think if you get Framber back and you get Jake, I think that's 2 guys right there. Move to your starters. Move 2 guys out like Garcia that's playing right now. Move him out. I mean, I think that's gonna help. I mean, I don't know what the GM's gonna do at the trade deadline. I mean, that's gonna be one of those things to watch for, especially if you're in the hunt.
We always get pitching at the deadline.
Yeah,
we always get relief pitching.
Somebody's trying to get rid of them because their team's not what they thought, and all those teams are hungry. I mean, we're not doing bad. We're second behind the A's. The A's keep losing to the Mariners, which is helping us.
We keep beating the A's, so I ain't worried about that.
I mean, as long as we beat the A's, I can't lose to Mike Fiers. I won't accept that.
I'd love to play him in the playoffs.
that Houston crowd will be blowing up.
Oh, it'd be crazy.
We take our own trash can.
Yeah, that's what we take them. Everybody, I'll dress up as a rat and go and put a jersey on. I would do that, bro. All right, now we know our team that's been sadly coming into every newscast, news report, everything.
What team? Who?
Oh man, our Houston Texans.
Oh,
and our quarterback for now out of as many of them that we have.
Man,
Houston.
Man, listen here. I'm about sick of hearing about it, so I know everybody else is sick of hearing about it. I'm cool with whatever they want to do. Trade him.
Let that motherfucker go. I don't give a shit at this point, man. Like,
yeah,
I'll ride with you. If you go, say la vie.
This is like when Andre Johnson wanted to dip because he was pissed off that he couldn't get a ring on the Texans, which was understandable, except Deshaun's just crying.
Yeah, and he's like 10 years younger.
Yeah. And he's never even been as close as Andre Johnson was.
This is going to sound a little fucked up, right?
Probably not.
I never thought he would win us a Super Bowl anyway.
I didn't think he would either.
So what I mean by that is, like, I always thought of two quarterbacks, Russell Wilson and Cam Newton. They both went to the Super Bowl, right? They're both really, really good.
Cam Newton choked like a motherfucker in the Super Bowl.
Russell Wilson won. Granted, it was because he had an amazing defense, but Cam Newton, he never was as good as he was supposed to be because he never stopped playing. Like, quit bullshitting all the time. So every time Deshaun Watson, we down by 3 touchdowns, you want to go in the fucking end zone and Superman it up. It's like, you don't have to do that. There's no need for that. So I always felt he had more Cam than Russell, and Mahomes was Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mahomes is, that's Russell.
And that's how I feel. So I'm cool with trading him.
I mean, bro, at this point, like, they could trade us like a half-eaten bag of chips for him, and I'd be fine.
I'm not going to disrespect him and act like he's bad.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just tired of dealing with it.
A Super Bowl or some shit. But if you got to go, you got to go. If you don't want to be here, then go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
believe that if you ask us to get like part ways on them terms, then we're going to make sure we're going to come out ahead. And that means I'll send you where the hell I want to send you for what I want to get for you. Mm-hmm. Even if that means putting you on a team that don't have shit when we're done sending you there.
That's your choice.
I would love that, though.
I would be okay with them sending them anywhere except Miami. Don't help me no more.
I would be so cool with them sending them to a team and fucking them over because of it.
No, you can't fuck another team over because they're getting a Deshaun Watson. But if we put you on a team like Washington, what's left?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
so if we're gonna take what's good,
I was all for like trying to keep him, but I think when the news of him not coming to OTAs, yes, they're voluntary, but that would be something that you could do to show face, I feel. And you put your little workout video on Instagram, bro. I don't know when you did that. You could have pre-recorded that months ago and then did it. Like, bro, I don't care about that. And then now you come out again and make sure like, hey, I still don't want to play for y'all, bro.
Here's my hot take on all this, bro. I don't know how much of it is true. I feel like
I don't care how much is true. You could have did it all, and I still don't care. Just say you're gonna come and play quarterback on Sunday and do your job. That's all. I
don't know how much of it is true. I want to. Here's my hot take on it. My hot take.
All true. You're gonna feel differently about it?
No. I don't feel differently about it at all because I don't give a fuck about the guy no more. My whole thing is, I don't know how much of it is true. I feel like this motherfucker was like, I'm gonna say that some shit happened, and then more started coming out, but at the same time, there's always the possibility that it is true. And I believe the victims until they're proven, until everything's like, proven.
Settled, yeah.
100. Yeah, exactly. Like I'll ride with them 100% throughout the end of the day.
Patrick back.
Steve put, I wouldn't want to in a trade. You want Fitzpatrick?
You out of line for that.
I mean, he did agree, though. He agrees that he cannot wait until we get Deshaun out. I just
get that, but you out of line for saying you want Fitzpatrick, Greg.
Fitzmagic, bro.
Yeah. Hey, he was there was no reason for Coach Flores to sit him in Miami last year other than he wanted to start Tua.
Duh.
Fitzpatrick was balling.
I know he was. Yo,
he really was.
Okay. Fantasy story about all that. There was 1 week that it was Fitzmagic versus Minshew Mania. I picked up both of them and I was like, I think I'm gonna start Minshew because it was the week after he had threw more touchdowns than incompletes. I was like, let's go. I put Gardner Minshew in. He got me like 9 points, while Fitzmagic on the other side of the field had like 38. Y'all know how much bullshit that was?
Tragic.
You
bro.
give somebody to throw to. Hey, he always got 3.5 good quarters in him, and he gonna fuck up for 1/2 quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he wants to play for your team, though. Hey, like, where do you rank? Because we know how the city felt about JJ. Most of fans are like, JJ, go out, ride in the sunset, do your thing in Arizona. Hope you get a ring.
He'll be there 1 year, and he's gonna be moving again. Watch, he already regrets going there. I bet you.
I mean, he still hasn't changed his picture from his Houston Texans stuff.
Y'all know what's gonna happen with him, right? No matter what, he's gonna sign a 1-day deal with them just so he can retire a Texan.
Yeah, but the only thing that I don't want to happen is I have a feeling he might end up in Tennessee at some point.
Oh man, if he goes there,
if that happens, I'll be pissed. You know why? Because I was playing Madden 21, and they made that happen in the storyline.
Well,
they make JJ go to Tennessee.
Oh, that's terrible.
But they also make Sam Darnold or Aaron Donald go there.
Me personally, the way I hate the Cowboys is the same way I hate the Colts and the Titans.
Hey, hold on. No. I love the Colts.
No, let me say it because I am all Houston. The same way I hate Dallas and I hate Spurs, the same way I hate the Rangers.
Why you?
I'm starting to think you only hate blue.
No,
you just don't like
I'm wearing blue.
Nah, you just don't like the color blue.
The Astros have blue. I just don't.
Fuck that. We're not friends no more.
Oh, it's just because the Colts, Peyton Manning beat up on us forever, and Tennessee used to be our team.
With Titans fans, I always have to hear about the history of the Oilers, this and that, bro. I was in diapers when that was going on, bro.
I wasn't. Like, it doesn't because
my whole thing was
my team a little bit.
My whole thing was when we didn't have a Houston team, my favorite team was the Colts. So I always fucked with the Colts. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Them and the Ravens. Anyway, I fucked with both of them. Those are my favorite teams. Now, the Texans are here. So, of course, I'm going to be ride or die for the Texans no matter what because that's my hometown team. But I still got love for the Colts and the Ravens no matter what, at the end of the day.
I'm going to say this every time y'all bring up the Titans.
That boy Steve, H-Town.
How much is it going to cost for us to get them powder blue jerseys? Get them to us one time.
Bro, the Rockets already did it for us, bro.
No, it needs to be the Texans need to have it on. Powder blue, white helmet, baby blue, Texas logo on it.
I agree. They need to give it back at some point. Like,
no, we'll pay for it. Like, just let us use it one time.
Nah, they just need to give it back. I don't want Tennessee having our colors. And I'm telling you, bro. When Andre Johnson went to both those teams, bro, like Texans fans were like, "Oh, it's okay." I was mad. I was heated. I was like, "I ain't rooting for you while you're in those colors."
But why? We didn't have a quarterback.
No, I'm not mad at him for leaving. That's the thing. I'm not mad at you. It's like if James Harden would have gone to San Antonio, bro. I ain't rooting for you. I'll root for you in Brooklyn, but I ain't rooting for you in San Antonio.
Basketball is different to me.
Because
like in football, each division has its own little identity. You know what I'm saying? Like each of those teams build themselves to beat each other.
You're my boy, Blue.
Huh?
You put love you, Blue.
You my boy, Blue.
You put when we lost the Oilers, I didn't have a football team. I mean, I was a Green Bay fan.
We didn't have a football team. It was the Titans, and we went to the Super Bowl.
No, that wasn't my team. That was your team.
It was the same players.
That was your team. That if they don't have that Houston in the front, I don't want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was a little bit satisfied to see Kevin Dyson 1 yard short of the end zone, so he didn't get the Super Bowl. But
I just, man, I'm Houston, bro. It could be Houston chess team versus a chess team somewhere else. I'm rolling with it, bro. I'm rolling with it. I will
figure out a way to gamble on DraftKings on it somehow.
Bro, I mean, DraftKings, bro, I told you, I drafted on the weather. Like, that's crazy,
I hate that
bro.
you told me that.
You still got an hour and some change left.
I do what?
Yeah, I mean, it was how does the weather feel? I mean, I pretty much know, especially in Austin, it's going to be hot, bro. It's Texas.
Broke man weather service.
Broke man weather service. Yes, sir.
It's going to rain. My knee hurts.
So,
it's getting colder. I can feel it in my knee.
So with Deshaun, man, back to to this guy here. I mean, I think like we all agreed, Texans fans are tired of hearing the story. Texans fans just want it to be over.
But it's like You have to let him play, get value for him, show that he's Deshaun.
He has value for him.
Not until Aaron Rodgers shit gets figured out.
Oh man,
not everybody wants him first.
Mr. Hawaii, Mr. Hawaii, man.
Yeah, and then once that is, then we'll figure out what's going on with Deshaun. He's got to play. It's like Casero said, let's play him. Let's find out how bad Philly's going to be before we know how good their picks are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I guess that plays a domino. Once the Aaron Rodgers domino falls.
It's just like this Rockets. We traded everybody, and what did we get? A 23rd and 24th pick? That's all we have to show for blowing up a team that went to the Western Conference Finals?
No, you got cap space
in the league. Not until you figure out what happens with John Wall. $50 million this year, $50 million next year. Highest paid player in the league.
I don't know. I think John Wall can be that guy. I mean, he's going to be that very expensive guy.
Bro, that's so much money. If I had $50 million, I don't know what I would do.
But I don't have a problem with John Wall, but let's just be cool with John Wall. You don't know how long you're going to play. You can't stay healthy. Well, why waste your time on a rebuild?
Yeah. I mean, he's honestly, if I was him, I'd do.
With you, if you don't fit our system.
Yeah. No, yeah. He's that guy you have to like.
Somebody like Cade Cunningham, he'll come up there and shoot it in your face. Not to say that Wall won't. It's just we don't always want Wall to do that.
Okay. So let's say they get rid of Wall and we don't get a good draft pick.
My question is this. This is how I think. So say we get the first pick. I'm cool with trading Cade Cunningham. Say you get the number 3 pick. Would you entertain the idea of trading that pick?
I'd say yes.
I would say yeah.
So you have teams that we always trade with, and somehow or another we always come out ahead. So we trade with people like New Orleans, and we usually get the better end of the stick. Same said for Minnesota. Would you trade that number 3 pick and John Wall to Minnesota, or that number 3 pick and Christian Wood to Minnesota, and say, send me Big Cat back with Jared Culver, and we'll maybe throw in another pick or Eric Gordon or somebody. However we got to do to match money. You know what I mean? So would you kind of like trade the pick and players and say, okay, we're starting next year with Porter, Tate, and Big Cat?
I'm not a fan of Big Cat, though.
Okay. But counter offer, since you brought up Eric Gordon, what if they sent, Eric Gordon over and they take over the contract of Tim Hardaway Jr. and they're able to pay him only $20 to $25 million a year?
I don't think it matters. They're the same player to me.
I think they have their game's kind of the same, but
for you, they're gonna, you know what I mean? They're standstill shooters. Neither one of them. I don't trust either one to be my 6th man anymore. Is what I'm saying. Okay.
Oh no, I don't. I think that's too.
And we're paying Eric Gordon to be a 6th man. So if you trade Gordon's money, you have to either get in return a starter or a 6th man.
Yeah, that
makes sense.
I mean, for me, I just feel like you have such a young core. You need to get rid of Gordon. He's that guy that
get rid of everybody from the last regime. You need to get rid of you need to get rid of Daniel House, and then make sure you bring back Olynyk because that's a good bench player who's
Kelly Olynyk is good. I liked him. That boy was like out there just shooting 3. That's how I wish Ryan Anderson would have played a few years ago.
Kelly Olynyk was the player James Harden needed.
Mm-hmm. If he would have been that was our Ryan Anderson
on our team 2 years ago with Paul and Harden, we would have won a ring.
Yeah, even with the hammy.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Because think about it, we lost that last game by a couple points, but we went like 27 straight threes we missed.
Yeah, that was bad. 6. They couldn't hit the side of a barn on that game.
Offensive rebounder. He'd have got you possession in a bucket, maybe,
Well, okay. What about if, with his contract getting ready to expire, what if they try and pick up Kelly Oubre Jr.? I wouldn't see.
He's the same as Porter. Not to disagree with you, but like
I don't see that being too bad of a deal right there. They'd only have to pay him like $13 million, probably, maybe 18.
I think it's gonna be. I don't
want him.
I think it's gonna matter on, like we all said, the first pick. If you get Cade Cunningham, then the dominoes fall into place. Where do you feel? Are you going to compete for that 8th spot? Are you going? I mean, you're not going to just sign free agents right now and get some and then go and compete for 1 through 4. I feel the West is too.
You're not going to compete for nothing unless you go get a couple, because think about who didn't make the playoffs.
New Orleans. Yeah.
Minnesota's an underachiever.
Yeah.
Golden State.
Exactly. Yeah. That team
is already better than us.
Yeah. San Antonio is for some reason.
I don't know. I think we're better than them. Dallas should get their shit together.
Dallas is up 2-0 versus that Clippers team.
That's a bad Clippers team. Kawhi is already done with that team.
I mean, bro, they got playoff P, bro.
But he's balling. Like he is not hit. Paul George is not the problem for that team. It's that team is built bad.
That boy sucks. And then I got to give you credit on this, Zach. I don't know what happened to Beverly. That boy, I gave him praise last week.
I mean, he was an effort. It's easy to look good next to a player like Harden and Lou Williams, who are ball dominant and are going to go score. And all you have to do is go stand in your spot and shoot a 3-pointer and play defense. Yeah. And now you have to be a point guard, and he don't know how to do it.
Yeah. I still laugh at in 2019 when he told Curry, these 5 years were yours. These next 5 years are mine. I'm like, that was the wrong thing to say. The wrong person to say it too at that.
I'll say this, though. If Steph Curry gets that MVP over Jokic, I'm banning basketball. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you can't do that. Like, I feel Tate should be in the rookie, all NBA rookie teams for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
that dude went in for no reason.
Boy came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
I only found out about him because I put him in a few leagues on DraftKings, and he started going in
fantasy. Caleb in his fantasy. So then, out of the 3, where would you rank them next year? Out of our three teams. Because I mean, as a fan, you always do that. What team's going to be like? Okay, this is
the worst of the Texans are going to have the hardest time being good.
Yeah.
All right.
But every single time that we think that, they always have a really good year for them.
I'm okay with being wrong.
I know, I am too. That's what I'm saying. Like, anytime that I'm like, oh, the Texans aren't going to have a good year, it's either they go insane and have a great year, or
like Nick said, is everything's brand new and everybody's coming in to clean up an old mess.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually like what besides the head coach, I actually like what the Texans are doing. I just don't know the head coach. Like, it was one of those things where you're like a fan, you're like, man, we can get this guy, and then, oh, we got this guy, who's this? And everybody's on Google and looking up this and that because nobody knew who he was. Like, I mean, the GM, for what he did in the draft, I'm not mad at it. He did what he
had the best late draft of anybody. We got the linebacker from TCU, Gallows, and their defensive coordinator said, I built my defense around this guy because he'll do anything I needed on that day. Yeah. So I think you have a real middle linebacker now, on top of the fact that Cunningham is an elite tackler. We signed 2 outside linebackers. Well, we signed the one from the Jets, and then we traded for Barrett from Miami for McKinney. We traded Bernardrick. So I think our defense is going to be a lot better. The freaking defensive lineman we drafted, Roy Lopez, I forgot where he played. This dude at the combine repped 225 40 times. We got meat in the middle of the line now.
Yeah.
I could do that with 135. Yes. Steve, yes.
You put
no, not that.
The Texans might surprise a lot of us. Well, I'm giving.
He's right, but not that. The one.
And then this next one is at least O'Brien is out, and we have a real GM. I think we can clap for Houston Texans because that was one of those things where I was
drinking coffee on the stream. I got to snap.
One of the worst. Sadly, every time I look at the worst trades in sports, we're gonna be up there now with thanks to O'Brien.
Yeah.
He's riding off in the sunset in Alabama, and
that DeAndre trade, I'm still salty about. I'm going to be salty about for the rest of my goddamn life.
Yeah, you should be.
It
depends on what DeAndre does.
No, it doesn't.
I feel it does.
We traded him for like an empty water bottle.
I feel.
Let's just keep it real. Somebody even had it on there earlier. Steve, Kyler Murray's not Deshaun, so you might be wasting your time in Arizona.
Where'd he go? Right here. Murray sucks. Oh, hype. I'm not a fan of Kyle Murray. I'm not. I think he has the weapons around him that makes him look a little better than he is.
He's too short to play quarterback.
Yeah, and I think especially.
I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I don't think metrics has anything to do with it. Either you can do it or you can't.
To me,
he's a disciplined version of Johnny Manziel.
Okay,
I know he's playing in another league right now.
Hey, bro, it's Johnny Football, bro. I don't expect anything different. I feel, and I don't know. This may only be my mindset. I know a lot of fans in Houston still love DeAndre because he didn't want to leave. They sent him out because it's Bob being Bob, right? But to me, it's like when it comes to him, every time now you somehow throw a jab at the Texans. And I get it. You're not throwing it at us fans. You're not throwing it at, you're throwing it at above in the organization. But to me, it's like, I feel like if he was in a relationship, right? And he was dating this woman and then he upgraded to this woman, but yet he's still talking about the one he was dating before that. Like, bro, get over it, bro. You're doing better off. We're in the news every day for bad stuff that we don't even want to be on the news for, bro. And you're still like, oh, well, they traded me. You should be happy, bro. You should be.
Basically, what you're saying is get the fuck over it.
Exactly.
But I'll say this: I would not be opposed to an ownership change with the Texans.
Oh, 100%. I feel the same way that the Rockets got a different owner. I think it
could go back. I'm sick of Fertitta. Go back.
You don't like Fertitta?
I don't.
What?
I don't. I think he's like a poor man's version of Mark Cuban.
I like Mark Cuban, bro.
I love Mark Cuban, but he involved himself. He made himself a part of the team.
My friend Mark from Cuba.
So yeah. Is that our Jerry Jones then?
We have to win first.
Don't put no disrespect on somebody like that.
I mean,
because he don't try to build the team, but he always got something to say about something.
I think this is his GM. Raphael Stone is his GM, I think. And I think, one, you had to get rid of Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey with the China tweet and everything else. Bro, you have one of the biggest markets in the Chinese community, in China in itself. And they were like, nah, we're taking all Houston Rockets stuff off. Bro, like Yao Ming set us up and you kind of just dropped us a notch. So I felt it was kind of one of those things like, hey, shake hands, part ways. I'm a fan of Raphael Stone. I like what he's done, but I do feel this is a Tillman Fertitta guy, and he knows what
that's what I said last podcast. Yeah. Like, who are you working for? The Rockets or Fertitta?
Fertitta, bro. He signs my checks, bro.
Yeah, he might sign my checks, but still, don't tell me how to do my job.
I mean, do you like the picks he's done? Because I know a lot of fans were mad that we didn't get Ben Simmons, mad that we didn't keep Karis LeVert.
You got rid of Harden, and you have nothing to show for it. Because Olenick's a free agent, Bradley's not coming back. Opposed to the fact that you could have either had, let's just keep it real, you could have had Jared Allen and Karis LeVert, or Ben Simmons and probably Matisse Thybulle.
But this is the thing, though. Okay, Matisse Thybulle, I like him. I think he's that guy. But with Karis LeVert, though, he's not young, and
he's only like 24.
Yeah, but the thing is also like, do you want to be? I just feel when it comes to like, especially like in sports, if you're gonna tank, bro. If you're gonna suck it all the way.
But I don't think you would think about it. You got Porter for free.
Yeah.
So you had LeVert, you have Wall, you have got Allen. So Christian Wood could have straight up just played offensive basketball. Jared Allen would have played the other. You would have had a legit playoff team there already.
You would have had an A seed playoff team.
You would have had better than the 8th, I think.
Why do I want to be A seed?
I say like this.
When did we get back on basketball?
Is there 29 more people? Is there 29 more people in the league besides LeVert who can go get their own bucket when you need one? He's one of the top 30 one-on-one players in the league to me. Like, he can go get his shit.
He is, but he's not even playing.
We don't have that guy that's going to go get a bucket.
We will.
All winning teams have.
First pick.
Cade Cunningham.
In 2021 NBA draft, the Houston Rockets.
They don't trade that pick. Both of them Jalen's, the Suggs and Green, they're pretty good too.
Yeah, they are. They are. I mean, if we don't get top 4, we're dropping to 18. So
you got that Kuminga kid. He's like a freak of nature. Like he ain't skilled up at basketball, but dude can go.
That boy. Now Caleb, we got on it because I said the Tillman Fertitta is.
So back to the Texans.
Caleb, don't be surprised. The other day we talked about it. You know I'll go on a rant.
No, I know. Anyway, so back to the Texans and all the Deshaun. Let's say Deshaun doesn't play or he gets traded like he wants to. Who's going to play quarterback?
I mean,
it's not going to be Finley because they traded for him just to release him like a week later.
Yeah. No.
He showed up to OTAs this morning. They were like, "Oh shit, I thought you were somebody else."
They're like, "Oh, you're still here? Oh man, you're supposed to be gone, bro. My bad." I mean, I don't think it's the rookie. You just signed him to his rookie deal.
Yeah,
$5.2 million. I think you're gonna leave him learning behind the vets.
It's gonna be behind. It's gonna be between Taylor and Driscoll apparently because they said they want to ride with Driscoll for whatever reason.
Caleb, you said it like 20 times already. Tyrod Taylor starts, some fluke shit happens, and then Mills gets in the game. That's how it happens.
I know that dude from TikTok was so smart. Tyrod Taylor just makes every team better because he always gets hurt and somebody else starts over him.
It worked for everybody else, so I hope it works for us.
Oh.
San Diego got what's his name out of the deal?
Yeah, Justin Herbert.
Herbert. Look what they got out of that.
So you're okay with Tyrod Taylor being the starter? Or
I'm okay with Tyrod Taylor being a starter if he doesn't try to prove that he's still Lamar.
Okay.
Because I had Austin Eckler last year in the first 4 weeks. Austin Eckler didn't get anything because Tyrod Taylor kept trying to run the ball.
And that's my fear. You have a guy like Philip Lindsay now.
Dude, I know.
One of my PPR favorites.
I love Philip Lindsay. Everybody hates me for it, and I love him.
That boy's won me some games in fantasy. Those passes, receptions, and I just love it. But
and by some people, I mean Zach. Anytime I bring up Philip Lindsay, Zach's like, I don't get why.
I can see his face.
It's because he's little.
So?
But that's why he don't play. He's not an every down back to me.
He plays his part, bro.
Yeah. He needs to part his fucking hair.
He has Trey Young hair, kind of, man. It's bad.
Trey Young balling right now.
Is he? I'm still on the Astros trying to figure out if they're gonna get a win or not. I mean, I don't know. I think Tyrod Taylor plays the quarterback. Did y'all
hear what they did to Josh Reddick the other day? Just change subject. At Dodger Stadium.
Oh yeah.
Dodger Stadium, and for his first at bat, and the dude who's playing the organ, they played the song "I Saw the Sign" by Ace of Base while he was going to bat, and everybody was singing along like, "I saw the sign."
They were.
He didn't know what to do. He still wish he had his beard so he could cover his face.
Yeah, that boy. You're.
Hey, but let's just keep it real. If you watch all those Astros games when we won a World Series, you know who benefited from the cheating, and he was one.
Mm-hmm.
Marlon was 2.
Yeah.
Springer was 3.
Yep.
We may not want to admit it, but Yuli might be number 4.
Let's
Steve,
see.
I want to be your friend, Bo, but
I think we should have got Fitzpatrick back when we had the chance. I think he's going to kick ass in Washington.
If he keep McLaurin up healthy over there, he is. McLaurin's a beast.
Would you take Fitzpatrick over what we have right now?
No.
Okay. I mean, I had to ask the question. I just, I wouldn't. I'm actually a fan of
Bro, the only person I would take out of everybody.
It's Tyrod Taylor, and he misses a long period of time. Start Mills, bring in somebody like Fitzpatrick to be the backup.
I can see that.
Well, they already got Driscoll.
Yeah, you know how that goes. We'll get rid of him.
Probably. The only person I would take out of everybody that we've ever had as a quarterback right now is like Matt Leinart or something.
TJ Yates.
I was going to say TJ Yates or Matt Leinart. Both of those two.
Just bring back my boy Case Keenum, bro. Hey.
Case Keenum.
Go Cougs, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I think we all know Tyrod Taylor is going to be be the guy. He's the poor man's Deshaun Watson. You don't have to change. I mean, you have to change a lot because he can't do what Deshaun can do. But you don't have to change.
Like 32
everything.
now.
I mean, as long as that lung's okay, I feel he's all right.
He shouldn't have been out for as long as he was because of that. It was just because of COVID.
Well, also, I think that the rookie quarterback.
I was gonna say also Herbert just was like,
Herbert
no, this is my
bananas.
team now. But
Herbert was like, hey, I could throw a ball. That dude could rip a football.
Yeah, that boy. I mean,
thrower in the league.
It sucks for Taylor, but it's a blessing for the Chargers.
I was so mad, bro. He was on the waiver wires on like every single one of my things for the first like 4 weeks, and I never picked him up.
So let me ask you this, Caleb, since you're our fantasy football guru here at NSN.
What's up?
Who would you draft in fantasy off of the Texans? Because I don't draft Texans. I just there's something about me.
Off of the Texans, I would go.
But I don't draft Texans.
I don't. They play bad for me.
Off of the Texans, the only people I would pick right now, depending on what I have, Brandon Cooks, possibly Phillip Lindsay, Kiki QT if I need a slot and I need somebody for a week or so. Maybe Randall Cobb, but other than that, probably nobody. Maybe David Johnson just to trade him.
What's that big tight end we just drafted?
Oh, I don't remember his name. I don't know how he's gonna do.
He'll do good in that system
with our 6 tight ends that we have.
I don't care because no matter what, I'm gonna go for my boy Hawkinson from the Lions every time.
Yeah. You trust Goff over there?
Okay, never mind. I might go for one of the. Fuck, I forgot about that. I hate you. Actually, no. I'll go back to Tyler Higbee from the Rams since he's got Matt Stafford over there now.
Yeah, but Matt Stafford never had such a good running game. He's going to be like, oh, I don't have to throw the ball 60 times?
Here. Exactly. And he could be like, Higbee, you can have it right here. And then Higbee's going to go punch somebody in the face and knock him out again.
If that defense plays like they did last year, that team might could win the NFC.
Keenan made 40th best quarterback on Pro Football Talk.
I mean, Houston boy, bro. You got to represent that.
40's better than 41.
I don't know. I usually never draft a Texans player on my team. I don't like to. I already stress enough with our games. Like,
so my favorite thing to do, like I said, is I'll draft Texans players just so I can trade them. I draft Texans players just so I can trade them because there's always that one person in the league that wants nothing but Texans players.
Mm-hmm.
And I could get somebody good off of them.
I remember that one draft I did. Somebody picked Deshaun Watson first, and I was like, "Bro, I'm a Deshaun Watson fan, bro."
Real. Houston's special team the past couple of years ain't been that bad. They've been kind of at the top of the league.
I mean, I feel
it was a bunch of special teams players.
Yeah,
so
I feel like the draft. Honestly, I feel they picked a lot of good players for that special teams. Also, I feel they needed to beef up where you can beef up at. I with the 20-something free agents, you're gonna put in holes that you need, but I think that draft was really good for the special teams of it. I mean, I'm not drafting. Don't say that, Nick told you to draft the Texans defense.
Nick told you to draft the Texans defense.
No. I mean, if you want to, good luck to everybody else in your league because I don't think that's a smart one to do, but I'll just say it like, I mean, I don't see the defense stopping the running back king over there in Tennessee, Derrick Henry.
I do.
You think they'll stop him?
Well, nobody will stop him, but you can slow him down. I'll say this. Last year we played him, and he killed us bad, right? He was murdering us.
First 48 right there.
They run a zone run play through the A-gap on the right side, and he hit that hole one time, and he picked up like 6 yards, and they immediately ran the same play. Well, Blackman said, screw that. He hit that hole as hard as he could, and him and Henry hit each other like a set of bricks. Boom. Neither one of them moved. But they both knew they hit each other, and they were like, "Oh shit!" Henry didn't run nothing else after that. So we can get him.
I just feel. What about? Okay, let me go this one. This guy is the Texans killer, T.Y. Hilton. You think we'll stop him?
I don't want to talk about T.Y. Hilton.
I feel like stop. They only run 2 plays for him a game, and one of them's for a deep ball.
And he beats us every time.
He gets it every time.
You can't plan for it if you don't know it's coming.
We know it's coming all the time. Let's see. Steve put, we're going to be better soon with O'Brien out. I mean,
You're not wrong. Yeah,
I love that he's gone 100%. I think like even with the Kubiak, back to Kubiak, I feel like when the Houston was just so ready to get rid of him, this was even more. Like O'Brien was that guy where like you didn't find anybody that was in Houston like, man, I'm still an O'Brien fan.
The thing
Like
about Kubiak is like our biggest beef with him is like, why the fuck do you keep sticking up for Schaub? If you change the quarterback, your system works.
Yeah.
But you won't, so now you both got to go.
Yeah.
With O'Brien, it was like, our player's good. Why the fuck do y'all keep listening to this coach?
Yeah. It's one of it's like I was okay with Matt Schaub because he was that okay quarterback. I mean, he blew up that one year. Like, I gotta give it to him. Like, the slowest dude that that dude running game was like non-existent. But the thing is, when it came down to him though, like I was okay with what he did because Matt Schaub wasn't terrible. Now O'Brien, to me, he's just mediocre. Like, this dude was always scared to do that big play that they needed to win a game. Like, when you went to Foxborough and played like conservative, bro, I need you to go out there and start trying to win, bro.
It's what Jadeveon Clowney said when he got traded. He's like, thank God, I'm sick of playing for people who come from Bill Belichick and think they got a Belichick system.
Yeah. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, everybody in Houston at some point was like, why are we trying to be New England? Like, and I know us getting there, the GM did not help at all. It didn't help.
It had to do with, like, by coincidence, we hired Romeo, we hired Vrabel, and we just ended up with some of their skill coaches, and they were like, man, maybe we got the next Belichick. You don't. Hey, whoever that Zach Garza is, that's my last name too.
That's my cousin, bro. Hey.
That's my last name too.
We got twins over here. He said Derrick Henry is a certified beast. I mean, gotta agree to that.
Wrong.
That boy's a monster right there.
He's King Henry, man.
But that's all that team is built to do is run.
Yeah.
They have a good quarterback. What's that Joker's name?
What team? What team?
Ryan Tannehill.
He was a good quarterback.
Yeah. Tannehill was one of my sleepers for fantasy every year. He was always a top 10, and nobody ever believes me.
Coaching against Tennessee, I'm committing to stopping the run, and I'm selling out. Like, Tannehill is gonna beat me because Henry's not. Yeah. That's how I would play them.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how Baltimore beat them. It's like, beat me, Tannehill. It's gonna be up to you to beat me. And
yeah, it's like, to me, like when what they did with Tennessee was like in basketball when they're like, all right, I'm gonna let this one guy score his points, but the number two, let's see if you can do it. And Tannehill's their number two. And I mean, I do feel that, like, especially now you have film on Tennessee, you know.
Well, I think a lot of the problem is AJ Brown is a good receiver.
Yeah.
But there's no flash to what he does. Yeah, you're big, you're kind of fast, and you get separation. That's easy to plant. Like, if I know that's coming, I have a better chance of covering that than I would say somebody like a Stephon Diggs who's going to come in and run a route that I can't ever stop.
They have a better chance.
Runners on that team, it might be different.
They have a better chance focusing more on Corey Davis than AJ Brown, but they haven't done it yet.
So,
but that remains to be seen. We'll see.
I mean, I'm going to say it. I think the Texans end up third in this. And they I
agree with that.
Yeah. The Texans going to come in last in Houston sports for sure.
Did the Texans at Roby?
Did
they what?
I think they did.
Roby, Courtney Roby, the corner.
I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
I think out of the 40 to 90 free agents they signed, I got to check, but
40.
It was like
it's saying like everything in Jacksonville is brand new.
Yeah.
At least we could still say, hey, we still have a Charles Omenihu on the D line, been there a couple years. He knows what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Zach Cunningham, he knows, he leads the league in tackles. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
Roby, if he comes back, what's the safety's name? The dude with the dreads, the one that got suspended for the PEDs? Also?
Justin Reed.
He comes back. So you have people who've been there at all three levels. So it gives us a better chance to play.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Jacksonville's defense just is still so atrocious that, I mean, honestly, like I would, whoever's quarterback, I hope you can score on that defense because that defense, let's be honest, they're not.
To keep it real, last year we were terrible. The only team we beat twice was Jacksonville.
Exactly. I mean, they got a quarterback, but I mean,
Yeah.
your defense still has to stop the offense. Our offense doesn't have bad pieces.
No.
Like, I mean, like you have Cooks still.
Just like we talked about last week, if you knew 100% Deshaun Watson was in and he was gonna play, you would say we might win the division. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you compete with Tennessee.
Yeah.
I want to see what Carson Wentz brings because I mean that boy's as injury prone as Will Fuller. I feel.
I
hate that guy so much
because I don't think anything changes for that team. It's still run first, and they're the best defensive team in the division. So I don't care if Wentz is there or not. I'm not changing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he still has to be able to get that ball down.
No, I agree with that. I'm saying I don't need you to be the Super Bowl MVP that you weren't. Just come play quarterback.
I think he wants to be that though. I think I think that's going to be his problem is he's going to the Colts and he's going to be like, look, I'm still that guy. And it's like, we don't need you to be that guy. We just need you
to be a guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. That's what makes him so mad because let's keep it real. If he never would have got hurt that year, they wouldn't have won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things like the division usually like, okay, like I would say like the division with Arizona, Seattle, 49ers, and what's the other one I'm missing? Arizona 49ers. Oh yeah, that division.
The Rams, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, and
the 49ers.
The 49ers.
Yeah. So that division I feel is one of those that you don't know what's going to happen. Like that is whoever wins those close games is going to take that lead and it can change either way. Ours, I just feel like it's not if Deshaun was to play. I mean, as much as us fans want him out of here already, if he just comes back and you know what, I'm gonna go ball out, prove myself. Cool, bro, ball out, do that thing. Like I said, I think they can compete up there with the Tennessee Titans and all that stuff. I mean, you're definitely gonna beat a Jacksonville team. If you don't beat that Jacksonville team, you just might as well.
The Titans might have the best chance of winning the division, though. Be honest.
Oh yeah. I mean, I still don't see whoever wins the division though.
In my personal opinion, the Texans will do as good as the offensive line does.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
because if you don't let those two teams kill us on the line, if we compete at the line of scrimmage, we might be more skilled on offense than both of those teams. Be honest with you.
Yeah. Let's see what
have a chance.
Steve goes. Texans will be better this year than last. That was pitiful. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and canceled my NFL ticket for the first time in 10 years or so. Born in Houston and go back frequently. It was tough last year to watch those games. I'm not gonna lie.
But how many times did we were so close we were like 2-8 in less than a touchdown game.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think there was so many like heartbreaks where it's like, yo, we can win this. And then it's just, oh, we lost it. And I think after as the season went on, you just kind of started to get deflated. Yeah. As a fan, you were like, oh, here we are again.
The game in Indy when Nick Martin fumbled the ball and Deshaun just watched it as they picked it up. Like you knew right then, like he's done. Like he don't give a shit no more.
Yep.
So how can I have confidence?
Because that was the second time something like that happened.
Yeah. But I think that goes back to
and it was against the Colts both times. They almost had the win, and something dumb happened both times.
Well, my thing is we were pushing the ball. We get to the goal line. That happened. We left. There was still enough time, at least for one, maybe two plays.
He got it, yeah.
They weren't able to stop us. If you get that ball, take a timeout, give yourself a shot. More likely, you were going to get that 2 yards. We win the game, but you bailed on it, bro.
He watched that ball just roll away from him. I was like, damn.
Yeah. I think like the way the season went, the way he ended it of giving up, and then now all this coming out, I feel as a franchise, you have to trade him. But he put
Deshaun.
Oh man,
Steve killing me.
Oh yeah, I feel like you have to trade him for the fan base, for the franchise, for yourself. Yeah. You have to get rid of him because I mean you don't want somebody toxic in your locker room. You don't want any of that stuff. Zach can laugh at it. I feel as a clean slate. You have a new coach, you have a new GM. Like it said, clean slate. I mean, like we've said, they're good. I told you they don't like Houston Texans fans, and I'm not mad at Houston Texans fans for being mad at him now. Like
Steve, you have to comment on every one of these every Wednesday.
Now we gotta trade him if everybody's hating on him because
like
you didn't know everybody was hating on him.
No,
like I'm gonna share his comment just because that's how
he comes back and has a good season. We're like Deshaun. We're like, damn, we're some hypocrites.
Because we real on NSN Houston. So this comment right here is how Houston feels about him. I'm not lying to you. Go in any Houston group and just put Deshaun Watson and watch the comments flow in. There's memes. People want him out of here in the city, and it's just like
let's get something for him.
I mean, I'm all for the team. So trade him. With him, it's different. Like trade him wherever. Get your own benefit for this team. Deshaun, you can end up like you said in Washington, bro. I don't care. Bye. Have fun.
Don't send them to Miami. Don't make that team no better because they're legit have a chance of being elite.
So then
Washington?
No, Miami.
No, Miami. Yeah, Miami. Miami, yeah. Do you see them beating Buffalo though if they get him?
Depends.
I mean, they could probably get a wild card, I think.
Here's why I say it depends because Buffalo is really good. The problem is they only got better at the things they were good at. They didn't make they didn't get good at what they were bad at. So you couldn't ever get to a quarterback and you couldn't stop the run. You didn't do anything to change that. So if you have a team like Miami who's got a Tua and they like to be mobile. Now who'd they draft? Waddle?
Yeah, draft a receiver.
They got Waddle from Alabama. So you have somebody mobile.
I mean, they'll have three of the fastest receivers out there for Watson.
Already legit. I mean, in a playoff game, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat them.
Yeah. Awesome. I mean, that's the thing, I guess, about NFL is that one and done.
Everything's unpredictable. Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, like we saw, like, when the Ravens, Lamar Jackson went out, everybody was like, oh, that's it. They're done. I mean, he came back
and won the game with 4 touchdowns.
He pulled a Paul Pierce, came out in the wheelchair.
He had a poo. Leave him alone.
Yeah. But still, he came back and won the game.
Yeah. No,
in like 3 minutes with 4 touchdowns or something.
And then the playoffs starts, and they're like, "No, that shit's not gonna fly, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna play real football."
Yeah. That boy. I don't know. I think Deshaun's time is up in Houston. I feel even if you keep him. I think he gets booed so bad on that game.
He just doesn't want to play.
Yeah. Like
you saw, like you said earlier, he was already over it with that fumble.
I want to know.
You could tell he didn't want to do it no more. I feel like 100% the first game he plays, everyone's going to hate on him to the point where he doesn't want to do it.
That game we went and played in Chicago and they killed us. Like they legit beat the shit out of Deshaun Watson. But I think they sacked him like 9 times.
Yeah.
A majority of those were balls that should have been thrown away.
Yes. He was trying to do too much.
You're holding that ball. Like your line hasn't protected you all year and you're holding the ball. Yeah. Dump it or go. Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah. I think it comes back to like you said earlier today, he's trying to do too much. He's trying to be this guy. He just need to be this guy. And it's just like, bro, and I think as fans, you wanted to root for him. But then at some point, you had to finally keep him accountable for what he was doing. Stuff. Steve is not a fan of Deshaun. He's like, you made me cancel my NFL. I mean, like I said, the fans, whenever I posted the breaking news for NSN on the OTAs and him still want to be traded, bro, people were getting mad at me. They were like, oh, I don't want to hear about Deshaun anymore. I'm like, I'm just posting breaking news.
Just saying what's going on, yeah.
And they were like, no, we're done with him, this and that. I'm like, I get it. I'm glad I didn't buy a Watson jersey. I was going to, but I'm glad I did it. And I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, I'll still rock my Watt jersey just because I don't think you're gonna do nothing in Arizona. But I wish you the best.
It doesn't matter. He's a different situation.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of want him to do good.
Well, that's why I said, so how do you feel? That's why I said, do you put him? Because I feel the city is okay when it comes to Watt. Most of the city is like, hey, we love you. Go blossom somewhere else. And then when it comes to, like, I would say James Harden, the way he left, some fans.
I have no ill will with James Harden leaving. Let's be honest. It's a little bit of Watt and it's a little bit of Deshaun.
Yeah.
Because the day before he got traded, right? He quit on the team to the Lakers. He quit.
Yeah.
But he quit before that. We just didn't acknowledge it because he's like, I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of suck. And I don't have time for you to rebuild. I'm an elite player right now.
What's up, Eric?
You're one train away from not being this good.
Appreciate you, Eric.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah. I mean,
but he said it's not reconcilable.
Yeah.
He did everything he could to not say, I can't carry a championship team, but I can be a big part of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
y'all not doing what y'all need to do to get that other big part.
Yeah.
But he don't want to acknowledge the fact that the other big parts that did come just can't play with me.
Yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, like, Harden had a lot of talent around him. I still feel Chris Paul's hammy would have lasted. The Rockets would be a different story. The NBA would look totally different. You don't break that team up. You go for a repeat and it's over. Because they would have won the championship. The what ifs on that, they would have won the championship.
1 year for sure, we would have won a ring.
Yeah. That would have been a ring. I would have been downtown partying the same way I did when the Astros won.
I still would have been talking shit.
Man, I just like I said, I do feel the same way though. I feel that the city
is he's a top 5 player in the world.
Yeah.
So what do you do to appease a top 5 player? You go get somebody better. Kevin Durant's on your team. You're not gonna say nothing to him.
Yeah. 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 I mean, Kyrie kind of understands, like, I don't have to be first or second. I'll just chill here.
Because Kyrie and Durant, they get to just go be ball hogs when they need it.
Yeah.
And then when you need to play basketball, like playoff basketball, Harden will run the team.
Yeah, and that's what you saw yesterday's game. He just sitting there crossing people, facilitating the ball.
The thing that pisses me off is, like, the things we've asked you to do for 5 years, you easily go to another team and do it.
Yeah.
And he had 17 points last night, bro.
And see, and that's the thing. Like, a part of me, as I have respect for Harden because he got us out of those Kevin Martin years that were just so hard.
That's one of the biggest trade steals ever. We gave up Kevin and Jeremy Lamb for James Harden.
Yes, I remember it was my birthday, bro. My birthday, and I was getting ready to party, and I saw that trade. I was hyped. I was like, yo, if this dude blows up, it's going to be amazing. And he did. He became a superstar right in front of our eyes. And I loved it because, like I always say, James Harden was our kid. That was our kid in Houston. Anybody in the country talked about him, we're like, hey, no. That wasn't a travel. That wasn't a flop. Like, he could do no wrong. And then the way he left, though,
he was our LeBron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I don't feel that way.
No. He was our LeBron because he could get away with whatever the hell he was doing.
The problem is the Rockets had a divorce with Morey and D'Antoni, right?
Yeah.
And then Harden was put in the middle, and there's like, who do you want to go with, mom or dad? Mom don't let you do everything, but dad does. Oh, I'm going to go over there then.
Yeah. That's why he wanted Philly.
That's what it was.
He had choice of Philly.
I get to shoot when I want to. I can play how I want to. So I'm going to go and do what I know how to do. It just happens to know how to do. Got Kevin Durant on it.
Yeah. I mean, it is, with Harden, I want him to do good and get one ring at least for what he did with the
2-3. I think he'll retire a Rocket though. I think he'll come back.
He shattered so many. And once you pass Calvin Murphy's records and all that, you kind of like solidified yourself. Yeah. I said I wouldn't mind him going there, and then I don't want Brooklyn to keep going good because I want those picks to be very beneficial to us personally. Yeah. So go get your ring, bro, and then hopefully the team blows up, and it's just like when they got Garnett, Pierce, and them.
Yeah,
I want that team to just
ruin them for about 10 years.
Yeah, I want those picks to be golden and everything else. But that boy Carlos Correa.
What happened? I watched basketball.
Carlos Correa with the bomb. That was a nice hit. You got to say.
I see it.
That boy. Oh, they didn't even catch the ball, man. You got to catch that stuff, bro.
The dude had a glove, but he tried to catch it with his hand.
Yeah, with the other hand.
What's the score?
It's 2-1, bottom of the 6th. See, Zach's LaFlop Queen.
LaFlop the Queen.
I don't care. Harden's still my favorite player in the league. I mean, I love watching him. I do say, though, I want to see what he does come hard playoff games. When you play Philly, when you play in the playoff championship.
Philly would be easy for them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think Philly's going to beat them.
It depends who does good. If Embiid and Simmons dominate the paint, Philly wins.
Yeah.
If the big three goes the fuck off, Brooklyn wins. So it's just, who's hot tonight? I don't know. I want to see Giannis do good.
I'm not a Giannis fan.
Nothing he does is pretty. There's a lot of reasons not to like him, but dude goes to put in his work. He don't flop. He's not dirty. His numbers are good. He's not a ball hog as much as Harden and Russ and them guys.
I don't like Giannis after he called out our child James Harden. I just don't like it.
Don't be surprised if Milwaukee wins at all.
Nah, I don't have him winning at all. I'll say that right here, right now.
Anybody in the West in a 7-game series.
I mean, I don't think they have enough firepower to keep up with Brooklyn or 76ers team.
Yes, I agree with that. But you have to think about it like this. Has that team been together longer? They're the healthiest team. They're the only team that in the East that knows for sure how we're supposed to play. We know what we're supposed to do.
I mean, I think
going to buy and they're like, who's going to shoot the ball? Who's going to shoot the ball?
I think when it comes to those,
like, Embiid or Simmons? Embiid or Simmons?
I think when it comes to those series, though, it's more of the coach, though. Like, do I trust Doc Rivers? And I mean, Brooklyn, yes, you have Steve Nash, but come on, who's really calling these plays here? Mike D'Antoni. Like, who do I trust? Those two, or do I trust Milwaukee's coach? I don't even know who Milwaukee's coach
go
is.
out on a limb then and say Milwaukee wins the East.
Steve, what kind of dog did you have?
My boy said, my dog I lost a couple years ago was named Rocket. R.I.P., brother. Well, I think Houston fans are irritated after our Deshaun Watson talks.
They were irritated before that.
Yeah. I mean, we know that every week it's going to be something with these Texans. Like,
there's always going to be something to talk about.
Something for some reason all the time.
But on the flip side, OTA started, so that means somebody's going to have some news, and we have shit to talk next week, too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got any last-minute words, fellas?
Nah, man. Just thanks for everybody that, watched the stream and everything. Come back next week.
I said we'll be here 7:30.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, baby. Bring us some questions. Write in the comments. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube. Thank y'all for showing love. All right, boys, let's go finish. Get this Astros win tonight.
Later on, everyone.
Oof.